So what's up YouTube, welcome to Complete Tech Review, welcome to another vlog, and this is I'm planning to do an ownership review of my Ignis, and this is at 20,000 kilometers. So I'll be talking about three things. Is what are the pros and cons of owning an Ignis, how do you ride an automatic car, and also I'll be talking the ownership review of owning an Ignis. So let's start the review. The positive of the Ignis starts with the build. The build of the car is primarily designed on making it as a micro SUV. So hence the overall stance of the car, like the tall boy design and the raised ground clearance, makes it, you know, more like micro SUV. And in other countries it is offered in a four-wheel drive version. So this is the petrol Ignis. It is the Delta variant. It comes with the automatic gearbox. So the automatic gearbox is also one of the best things. The gearbox is not only smooth in shifting, but also does the job when you are going into a manual mode. So this is how you go to manual mode. For upshifts you do that, and for downshifts you do this. So from that perspective, the gearbox is also very precise and very convenient, especially when you're driving in a city. So that is the second best thing which I like about the gearbox. The other plus point which I like about the car is the amount of space. So the space in the car is good. Even though from the outside it looks very small and compact, but in the inside you can sit close to 5 people and 5 adults with a relative space. So also is a good thing, and the doors open up wide, and it is almost 180 degrees, but in most of the cases this setup is very convenient if and because the seating is on the taller side, it is very convenient where older people can easily scoop in and sit very comfortably over here. So the width of the car is also good. It has a lot of other cubby holes, and every door has a provision for the bottle holder, so that is a plus sign as well. So overall the positives of the car outweighs the negatives. The other thing which I like is the accents. The red accents, the theme of the car continues not only on the outside but also the inside, thereby making it a very sporty looking car. An automatic car, I guess here is where the fun begins. So right now, if you see, I'm in third gear, and if I have to or want to overtake, all I have to do is just push the throttle, and then you see that rumble and the sound. It makes a very nice sound, and that puts a smile on your face, mainly because the acceleration is spot on. The gear shifting is also spot on, and it is a pleasure to drive. The couple of things which I don't like about this car are, the first thing is the cheap or hard plastics. May be good, but in some cases, especially for the central tunnel, it keeps making this sound, and that is something which suspension setup. The suspension setup is on the firmer side, and I know in most of the other countries the Ignis is offered as a micro SUV, and because of which the suspension setup had to side. But especially if you're using it for the city use, this suspension good. It doesn't soak most of the bumps, but does the job. But on the plus side, it improves the handling, because of which you can do very nice cornering. So that is. So coming to the ownership review, the Ignis is done close to 20,000 kilometers. It's good. It is very practical. The car, as I mentioned, has clocked around 20,000. So for 20,000, the cost of the car, for the 10,000 kilometers service, it costed me around 6,000. So that is the initial expense. And apart from that, the 3 services that you get are free. In free services, the cost that you pay is roughly around 1,000 rupees for the oil. involved. The ownership experience is that the drivability and also the space it offers, it is really good. As I said, it seats for 5 people. The ground clearance is also one more thing which I like about this car. It is 180 mm, which is good, especially for city roads, for bad roads. This is a good mileage, and that is one of the best things about owning or about having an automatic car. I am getting currently is around, as I mentioned, close to 15.5 to around 17 kilometers per liter, and with the AC on, so that is also a good thing. So it's been close to 2.5 years, and in that 2.5 years there was no major expense. Right now I'm showing you a hidden trick, or in fact I would say there are few features, hidden features in an Ignis, and that too in the instrumentation panel. As you can see, the instrumentation panel is a part analog and a digital unit, which is again backlit. So especially on the digital console, if you long press the information button, so you get to see the settings mode, and in this settings mode it opens up to a lot of other features like the distance and unit, fuel economy, language, and all the other things. So like the features like the lights, the clock setting, the temperature. So these are the things which I would say are like Easter eggs. That's something that you need to look for, and that feature is only accessed if you are pressing this information button, and kept it pressed for almost a minute or two, and then you get to this display, and to this display you can start changing all the modes, or based on your preferences you can set it up. So I hope you enjoyed the walk around shoot, and I hope you also liked the pros and cons of owning an Ignis, and also the ownership review. So this was my experience about owning an Ignis, and what were the things which I like about it and what I don't like about it. This is what we have talked about. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and if you do end up commenting something about your ownership review about owning an Ignis, please do that in the comments below, and also a sub would certainly be appreciative. And till such time, this is Kevin signing on, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.